Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. John Owen talks about sports and movies. Thank you for checking out today's video. I always appreciate the support. Let's get into it. So we're going to continue on my college basketball role, and I'm going to tell you every team that can and can't win the national title. But make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments below on which teams you think can and can't, and who your favorite is to win the national title. Let's get into it. So my four requirements to consider a team a legitimate contender for the national title is they've got to have a good coach, they got to play good defense, they have to have good guard play, and they've got to have the ability to shoot. The reason I say that these are the big four requirements is because this is what it takes to win in March. You have to have a coach that's good at making adjustments and making game plans on a short notice because you never know who you're going to play. Got to be able to play good defense because defense always travels. Great guard play always wins in March. That always translates to wins and success. Because the defense is better and you need a guard to break it down. And then the ability to shoot, piggybacking off the idea that better defense is played, so you got to be able to hit shots whenever you get them. You can't not hit shots. So before I go into the teams I believe can win, I'm going to give you two big-time programs who I believe cannot win the national championship with their current team and how their team is built. Those two teams are Kentucky and Duke. Now, both of them fulfill both of the first ones. Good coach and good defense. Kentucky and Duke, coached by Coach K and Coach Calipari, respectively. Those are the two of the best coaches in the nation, by far and away. I trust them to win games in March. They play good defense. Kentucky's super long, super athletic. They're going to be fantastic on defense. They really are. And then Duke, they're just fundamental. They've got athletes. They're going to be great on defense. Guard play and shooting is where I question. I think that Kentucky and Duke are both kind of built similar. They both have great forwards, a great group of forwards. With Kentucky, you've got Oliver Sarr, B.J. Boston, Terrence Clark, Jackson, but all really good forwards. Sorry, my dog is going away, so I'm just making sure he's not doing anything bad. Duke, you got guys like Matthew Hurt, Justin Jackson. Those guys are all really good. But I don't know if Devin Askew of Kentucky and Goldwire or anybody on Duke's roster is the answer for the good guard play in March. And then the ability to shoot, Kentucky has really struggled to shoot. They really have got a bunch of slashers and athletes, but they don't have anybody that I feel like is a true perimeter threat that can lengthen the floor. So I have zero confidence that they're going to be able to turn it around and be a great shooting team. And then Duke, I feel like they've got some good individual shooters, but I don't know if they're going to be good enough as a team when it comes to shooting the basketball. All right, let's get into teams I believe can win. So I've got the teams broken down into three tiers: favorites, contenders, and dark horses. It would not surprise me if any of these three teams won the national title. So let's start off with the favorites. We've got Baylor, Gonzaga, and Iowa. For me, these three teams have really separated themselves. I think they're the three best teams in America. That's why I started out the year ranked 1, 2, and 3, respectively. Baylor is really, really deep. They've got great guards: Jared Butler, Maceo Teague, Adam Flahager, Davian Mitchell. All four of those guys are certified bucket getters. Jared Butler is one of the best players in the nation. They all play defense. And then in the front court, they've got guys like Everyday John. That's not his actual name. It's like John and then some name I can't pronounce. And then Mark Vital, who is really a big kind of Draymond Green kind of glue guy, defensive versatility kind of guy. So to me, Baylor's the best team in the nation. That's the team I feel the most confident about. And then Gonzaga following them. Gonzaga's got a great, great team. They've got Drew Timme, who maybe only second to Luka Garza is the best center in America, Corey Kessler, Jalen Suggs, Joel Ayahi, and Andrew Nebhar, but transfer from Florida. I'm reading off a spreadsheet I've got, so just ignore if I look over. Anyways, they're also extremely deep. As far as guard play, they are fantastic as well, just like Baylor. They are super, super fantastic. Really good at guard, and they've got a good big guy. The only thing that worries me with them is when they go small, just really kind of period, they don't really have that much rim protection, but especially when they go small, whenever it's just Drew Timme out there is the only big on the floor, he's an okay rim protector, which, is not – I don't know. So we'll see. But that's a very minor flaw. And so Gonzaga's right there with Baylor's one of the best teams in the nation. In Iowa, they've got arguably the best player in the nation, Luke Garza, and experience all around him. That's one hell of a combination for an NCAA title run. But helping Luke Garza, we got Jordan Bohannon, Connor McCaffrey, Joe Wisecap, and Jack Nunge. Just Luke Garza and a bunch of shooters that play fundamental defense. I mean, that's a great team. And then contenders, we got Illinois, Kansas, Michigan State, Villanova, and Wisconsin. Illinois is really, really good. They're kind of one of the surprises. They were good last year. They're not a traditional power. They're not a team we usually talk about. But they've got Io DeSuma. Let me find the Illinois names. I'm sorry. Yeah, Adam Miller, another great guard. Coffee Cockburn, who's a 7'1" monster in the middle. Andrew Coberlo, Trent Frazier, and then they've got another great big guy named Gorgi Bentaz Shiva. I hope I said that right. I probably didn't, but I tried to get as close. Io DeSuma is one of the best guards in the nation, right up there in that Jared Butler kind of category. He's fantastic. Three level scorer. Got Coffee Cockburn, who's huge. He's 7'1" and just big. Great in the post, can hook shot it with both hands, great post game, great interior defender, and then they've got a bunch of shooters and scorers around them. I mean, that's just another great kind of 1-2 punch with a bunch of 3D guys. I mean, that's a good combination. Kansas, I believe that when they go small, that's when they're at their best. They've got guys Marcus Garrett, Jalen Wilson, Christian Braun, Bryce Thompson, and Ochi Agbaji. Or Agbaji, I hope I said that right. That's their small ball lineup, and I believe that's when they're at their best. And of course, they got David McCormick, who is their center, who wasn't a McDonald's All-American, and he's shown flashes of promise and stuff, but he's just got to be more aggressive. If they can get more playing time out of him, and he can be more dominant, I think that makes them really, really, really excellent. That might even push them into the favorites tier. But even without them, they are a top 5 team in America for sure. I believe that defensively they're fantastic. Marcus Garrett was Defensive Player of the Year last year. Jalen Wilson is a positionless scorer. Christian Braun is a great shooter. Bryce Thompson can handle the ball. I mean, they're going to be excellent. My only concern with them is size, because their best lineup is a 5-guard lineup. So if they run into someone who's huge, that might cause some issues for them. Michigan State is another fantastic team. Rocket Watts, Aaron Henry, Joey Hauser, Gabe Brown, Joshua Langford. I think that this team is going to be fantastic on defense. They've got just enough scores. I think Joey Hauser is that X factor they needed, just another scoring punch. He's their leading scorer on the year so far. But Aaron Henry and Rocket Watts are going to be the guys handling the ball. Joey Hauser can shoot and score, play defense. Michigan State's going to be really good. Plus, I got Tom Izzo, who I think's got like the most wins since 2002 or something like that, and the most tournament appearances. So they've got lots of experience. That's a good combination of win in March. Villanova, they've got Colin Gillespie, who's a senior point guard, James Earl Robinson, the reigning Big East Freshman of the Year, and then they got a good supporting cast that saw Justin Moore, Caleb Daniels, Cole Swider, coached by Jay Wright, 2-time national championship winner. That's going to be a great team. And then Wisconsin, guys like Nate Reavers, Micah Porter, Dimitri Trice, Tyler Wall, they're another contender. I haven't watched too much Wisconsin, so I don't really know. I can't give you an in-depth breakdown like I did on those other teams, but they're going to be good. Some dark horses. Texas Tech, Texas, Creighton, West Virginia, and Houston. Texas Tech, obviously, I'm just a tad biased, but I think they're going to be really good. We got Mac McClung, Kyler Edwards. That's a great backcourt. Terrence Shannon is a sophomore. He's improving. Micah Peavy is a 5-star recruit who's been really good so far. Marco Santos Silva is our man in the middle, and he's just kind of a solid, dirty duty kind of guy, cleans up rebounds. And then guys like Jamar's Burton off the bench just give us a really nice punch. I think we're going to be great defensively like we always are. As long as we get the ball moving right, we're going to be fantastic, and we can play with anybody in America. Texas has got a really long, talented, athletic team. They remind me a lot of Kentucky, except they don't have Kentucky's holes, in my opinion. They can shoot. Guys like Courtney Ramey and Brock Cunningham are great shooters. Matt Coleman is an absolutely fantastic guard, a guy that can get hot and take you on a deep run in March. Texas is going to be good. Big 12 and Big 10 are going to be the two best conferences in America this year. It's not really going to be close. Those two will be, but the gap between them and everyone else is deep. Next, Creighton, Big East winners of last year. They returned a good team. Christian Bishop, Marcus Zagorowski, Denzel Mahoney, Damian Jefferson, Mitch Bollock. All those guys are returners. They've all got a lot of experience. Creighton shoots the lights out. They are going to be a team that if they get hot in the tournament, it's going to be super hard to beat them. Creighton's going to be good. To me, Creighton and Villanova are kind of even. The reason I give Villanova in the contender tier and Creighton in the dark horse tier is just because I trust Jay Wright more than Mark McDermott. West Virginia, I think they're going to be a physical, great defensive team. Guys like Derek Culver, Oscar Tashibi, and to make up their front court, and then Miles McBride and Taz Sherman guards. McBride's a certified bucket getter. Derek Culver's their best player. They're going to play such great defense that they're going to be hard to score on. And then Houston, I think Houston is very interesting. They are long and athletic, and they're going to play fantastic defense. The ability to switch on to anybody, they basically just got a bunch of wings, which, I mean, hey, that can win. And I think guys like Quentin Grimes and Marcus Cesar are going to be good scorers for them to go get buckets on the stretch of a tournament game. Three other teams worth mentioning are Virginia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. I think they all kind of fall in the dark horse category. But if I had to pick one from each tier, out of the favorites, I'd probably pick Baylor. Out of the contenders, I'd pick Illinois. And out of the dark horses, I'd pick Texas Tech. So thank you for watching today's video. I always appreciate the support. Make sure you check out all the linked content. You have a great day.